Friday night, it's the butcher's call. AUBYN's ready to take it all. Kodi streams and counting cards. This is the place for the digital lords. Streaming matters, that's the game. Every Friday, bring your A game. When they say blacks, take a drink. Protect your neck before you Talking tech with a savage twist. The future's here, you get the gist. No more cables, no more wires. Cut it clean and light the fire. Streaming matters, that's the game. Every Friday, bring your A game. When they say blacks, take a drink. Protect your neck before you
And we're live. How's everybody doing today?
Hey.
Another great song. Love the intros.
Just don't piss me off. I'll have to pull out my superpowers, right, Jason?
Yep.
The way I manipulated that Jets game. Just
Oh,
don't push the wrong button.
hey. Hey.
No. We were sitting there, and I said, and Jason was there. I said, this guy said they're gonna block the kick, and they're gonna run it back for a touchdown. Doing this shit, boom, happened. So don't piss me off.
Thanks, guys. You know.
Sorry that you got to be a Jets fan. I mean, it's got to be hurt ever since Aaron Rodgers. Like, he got your hopes up just to let you down. I mean,
Yep.
Kind of reminds me a lot of time watching Toronto play. All these fans here, and I'm like, they're getting your hopes up. You're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get your feelings hurt. Don't do it, but they do. They do.
Kind of like the people on the side here watching. They come back every week hoping the show will be better.
Oh, it's a quality
every
show.
week.
Quality fucking show right here, folks. Thanks for everybody joining. Hey, I'm glad that everybody's here. I hope you were able to enjoy that 80s rock heavy metal sound. That was a good one, Dave. Even though some of your text in there, I can't agree with all that talking. Hurt my feelings. I got soft feelings. I got thin skin.
Your one feeling?
My one feeling, and I think Dave stepped on it, and he kind of rubbed his foot, kind of grounded. He's always on my feelings. So thanks for you guys joining. If you've not watched our show before, where have you been? You've been missing it. And if you've been watching the show, well, I guess we got you hooked because you're back here again.
Yeah, why?
So we're going to try to talk about things, streaming topics that have to do with prices that might be changing or new technology about the streaming. We cover a lot of different topics. Sometimes we talk about gaming, so we jump around a little bit. It's a lot of the stuff that interests us. So that's the topics we tend to discuss, hopefully to help you save some money or help to educate you so that you can help some of your family members save some money. The second half of the show, we will be covering my movie, which is F1, the movie, that will be reviewed on the second hour of the show. So if you've watched that movie, please stick with us on that time. Also, you can vote in the Telegram room and be able to give your voice, because AUBYN only counts the votes that are in Telegram. He does not count the votes. Doesn't count the votes here.
That's where we're doing the voting from. That's where the votes are count.
I tried to accept all the votes right here. These mail-in ballots right
only
here.
One polling location.
He doesn't allow it. But
No,
that's voter manipulation.
I'm not doing extra math for this show.
You would think that AUBYN would. I think AUBYN would be a little more sensitive to voter manipulation. You would think you would be, because but you know, that's what it is. But yeah, that'll be the second half of the hours. It's ballot stuffers. So yeah, that's the second hour. So we will be doing the movie review of F1, and hopefully you guys can tune in and give us your opinion. We'll give our opinion. We want to hear your opinion on this movie. Any other big news before I get into some of the topics, guys? I didn't know.
Not really.
Yeah. Okay. The crickets kick off.
Yep.
All right.
Is it getting colder up there yet or not?
Well, we are old people, so we do need to talk about the weather for just 1 minute.
Of course. Yeah, 1 minute.
No. Cooler.
No.
In the border, yes.
The trees for up here in Canada
changing.
have changed. We're seeing the leaves are changing, so it is looking very pretty. But it's been 60s Fahrenheit, so 60s, low 70s for us. So beautiful weather. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't complain about that. So,
But when the neighbors started to put up his carport, for the winter, they're already started.
yeah, the signs up north that winter's coming, when the people put their carport up to keep the snow off the car.
That's it.
Yeah. So
But
look
you
at
guys
Stuart.
are going to be going to get new tires again, all right? You have to.
Yeah, you gotta put snow tires. Yeah.
When
you have
does that
to
start?
put Steelies on.
That's I usually wait till the end of November, middle of November,
All right.
for us. So yeah.
15th
I see.
15th of November.
So yeah, that's because he's already got an appointment. I do my own. So Stuart saying Kodi 22 Alpha has been working good. Nice to hear that, Stuart. I have not tried out Kodi 22. It's in alpha. I usually wait till the release candidate, the RC. I usually wait for that before I get into it. Let's see. What's Peter? Big news. Europe is kicking Yankees.
He's talking about the Ryder Cup.
Oh,
It's
yeah, the golf.
It's
I heard that.
4-2 right now, and
Okay.
there's a couple matches remaining for day one. So
Okay. All right. Well. All right. Let's get into some topics. We're gonna get in. Is that showing for you, boys?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Making sure. So this was a topic. We haven't had a lot of topics in Kodi because shit's been running fine. So there's really no need in beating a dead horse if everything's running. So, but this came out this week. I saw people talking about Viper scrapers, and I'd never heard of it. And I think it was Nature Man actually was the first one to post it in our Streaming Matters room, and so looked into it. So many of us that use POV or Fen Light, Umbrella, you know that you have to enable a module, and it's normally the Cocoa Scrapers is what people have been enabling, and that gives you the scraper package that it pulls from. And so Viper Scrapers is something that popped up in the last couple of weeks, I guess, and I checked it out, and was like amazed on how many I did get more results. Not that I was short on results before, but I got even more results on the same content. So looking for the same movies from one to the other, I did see it had increased. But it also had this all-in-one AIO streams. And that was one name that kind of caught my eye. So in this thread on Reddit, is asking what's the difference between the two. Which one should they be using? And so Kodi fits well. Actually, who is somebody that works on POV and a couple of other projects, basically kind of broke down what the difference is for these Viper scrapers. I'll say all in one. It's AIO streams. All-in-one streams is Viper is the same as having Comet, Media Fusion, Torrents, DZB, Stream Through, Tors, P2P enabled in Magneto. And Magneto is also another scraper package that was a fork of Coco scrapers, but then some things were fixed that goes from Coco scrapers to Magneto. So Magneto is a third scraper module that you could be using. So it seems like Viper scrapers is the same thing as Magneto, except the person that released the Viper scrapers has enabled a bunch of other hosts that Magneto has turned off. And the reason why some hosts are turned off in these things is if you turn on every one of the providers in some of these scrapers, you'll find that it slows down getting results because the slow callback from that site. So some developers will like turn off those slow sites because it just slows the whole process down. So if you're a person that thinks, oh, I got to have the Viper scrapers because I'm going to get more, if you're using Magneto, you can actually just change some settings and turn on and get the same or close to the same results that Viper is giving you without installing something new. We don't really know who's working on these Viper scrapers. It's in a repository that has a bunch of different add-ons, which I'm not a fan of people linking to all kinds of repositories. I prefer if I'm going to get a content, I get it from the repository that hosts that content and not a repository that grabs a bunch of zip files for certain add-ons and puts it in the repository. If I'm not mistaken, it didn't look like the guy that's doing the Viper scrapers. He may be linking it to other repositories, which then you are getting it from the right sources. But I don't know who the guy is. If you think you need to have the Viper scrapers, you can do a little Google search and find the URL and use it. If you want, probably you could get Magneto and use it. Or you could just stick with Coco scrapers, which I've been using for months and months and months. And guess what? I do all right getting results. I don't have any shortcoming. So thought I'd toss this out here about the information and people thinking, oh, well, Viper scrapers is better. Not necessarily better. Just more hosts are turned on that are off by default in Magneto. So
yeah. Well, like Red said in the side chat, it just kind of reminded me of salts, how it used to be. You got them all, and then I would sit there and wait, and I would always look for the ones that was always getting held up. So I'd go into the settings and block those, turn those ones off, because I'm like, I'm not waiting 20 more seconds for these other two fuckers to scrape when I probably already have 30 results,
Exactly.
So I'm about speed. I turn my scraper down. I turn it to 10 seconds. So if you can't find it in 10 seconds, screw it. I'll download it or watch it off somebody's MB.
And you really, if you really want to have it fast, you can turn on what is it? Toronto.
Oh,
Torino.
Torrentino.
I think that one, if you just turn that on and none of the other ones, for popular content. Now, if you're looking for some weird ass old show or some movie from the 50s, you may not find it. But if you're looking for the trending, the stuff that everybody is watching, you can have results in just a few seconds, and it will give you the content you're looking for. Like Beach is saying, the more resolvers that you, or the more hosts that you tell it that you want to check on, it does slow the whole process. So some people, they want to see 500 links in the list, and they don't care if they got to wait 2 minutes to get that 500 results. For me, no, I don't need 500. I need one link that fucking works. I need one. And yes, Magneto is in the Kodi fits well repository. So if you have his repository, you can find the Magneto scrapers. And again, Magneto works great. And Kodi, or the Cocoa scrapers, have been doing fine for me. So yes, Paul. There we go. It's the Old Man Jax. Yeah, that's his repository for the Viper scrapers. So I thought I'd toss that out there as something that kind of popped up in our Streaming Matters Telegram group. So if you're a person that's always trying to find the newest thing that's out there, you can check it out, see what you think of it. But with a little bit of work, you could probably get in the same results with the Magneto scrapers. So one of the things I will say with Magneto scrapers, there is some work being done to that, whereas Cocoa scrapers, I don't know who is updating it. And the Cocoa scrapers, I can't remember the last time I seen that updated. I'd have to open up Kodi to see the last time, but it's been many months since the last time I seen an update on Cocoa scrapers. So Magneto's probably going to would be the best bet, in my opinion, on getting the most results and a module that's up to date. So any other thoughts from you fine gentlemen today?
No, I'm kind of like been sticking with Cocoa scrapers because I'm happy with it.
Yeah, me too.
Like POV scrapes super fast, faster than I've seen other stuff, but he only goes to like 3 or 4 different sources when he scrapes, and that's why it's so quick. And there's times when it won't pull in sources, and I'll switch to Umbrella or Fenlight AM, and then I can grab a few more, but then you're waiting 30 seconds instead of 5 or less. I think there was a couple things that I seen POV could scrape in under 2 seconds.
Yeah. When you're only pulling from a couple sites, and if the sites respond back quickly, it can be quick. It can that response is, within seconds. I will say, and also I know in Fen, and I want to say Umbrellas, there is a setting that you can choose scrapers, so you can turn on a scraper, and then it's a checkbox that says if it's like it fails to pull results, you can unlock all the scrapers. And I can't I don't remember the exact wordage, but it's under results, and it's a checkbox. So I actually have that turned on. So let's say I'm looking for Gilligan's Island, and I don't get no results on my first scrape. It will then go back and turn on all the scrapers and scrape again. And so I do like that feature, especially for when people are looking for stuff that's not popular. That does a real good job, and it just does it automatically. And I believe it's under the results tab. And I'm pretty sure that's where it's at. I'm going to have my Kodi open right here, so I can't tell you, but pretty sure it's the checkbox. You turn it on and you're done. And it only does it when it comes up with 0 results on a scrape. So, and if you're looking to read there, you can go into the Reddit. I do find the apps for Kodi Reddit thread is a good thread. I read this every single day to see what new things are out, what people are complaining about, and where to help people. So if you're looking for information, this is a good place, as well as Streaming Matters Telegram room is another good place to go to get lots of great information. Ain't that right, Beach? No comment.
Yeah. No, well, I had my mic muted. I was sorry. I was eating a Klondike bar.
Yeah. What would you do for a Klondike bar? I'd come on Streaming Matters show.
Yeah.
There you go.
Look, I had to send him a Klondike bar to get him on the show.
Oh, bullshit. Bullshit.
Those are too expensive.
Brown that's in freaking tin foil, but it ain't gonna be no Klondike bar.
I don't even know if I'd give you.
Be brown, but it ain't no Klondike bar.
I'd give you one of those, one of the generic, the store brand fudge
Store
bars.
brand.
The store brand ice, the ice fudge bars, the ice milk ones. All right. Hey, so I thought we'd cover the topic for again. Disney is going up again. So Disney has been on this fucking roller coaster the last few weeks with the Jimmy not Jimmy Fallon stuff.
Jimmy
Kimmel. Wrong guy. So Jimmy Kimmel getting shut down or canceled, and then the fallback on that, and then they bringing him back. Well, right after this, Disney has to announce that, which is the parent company of ABC. Oh, we're also going to go up in the price. This here we're talking right now, $2 a month on some packages. I've seen $3 increase on this package, and I want to say it was $3 on another package, the one that's $29.99. Doesn't show it here, but there was reading. I think it's the one, the unlimited. Here, all right. So yes, it says here for the first 12 months it's $29.99, but after that it's going up to $32.99. So if you've had the Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN Unlimited, you're going to find the price has gone up on that also. So again, guys, I mean, here we are. This is
insane.
And next week will be Netflix or Paramount Plus.
I mean, it's okay. As I posted, you guys saw my post or the showroom and everything. And it was like when Black Friday last year when deals came out, he posted a link for Hulu for 99 cents a month. I signed up for it because there was a show, it was a Canadian TV show that Hulu had it. That was the only place you could find it. So I signed up for Hulu, 99 cents, so I could download the whole season that I was missing to put on my Plex. So I kept it, 99 cents. I'm like, maybe when the next season is, so I can, rip stuff directly off the Hulu site. Well, then, like you said, when that announcement came out, I got a message from them. My account was going to go from 99 cents a month up to $10.99. I'm like, fuck, you can't lie. Sorry.
Well, I have a friend of mine. Go ahead, Alvin.
And that's how they get you because and all of a sudden they just fucking charge you.
It's drafted out of your account. Most people, this is all done through a credit card or a debit card. It's coming directly out of your
out of sight, out of mind. 99 freaking cents a month. Oh.
Yep. So I mean, that's why I kept it. So I mean, there you go. I actually had a legitimate streaming service.
So again, I think Disney, this was already planned before all the Jimmy Kimmel stuff. So because this pricing was already planned out, probably a month or two earlier. Bad timing, because you've had that. They're talking about how many billions of dollars they lost with people canceling their Disney subscriptions, this and that. Which it is what it is on if they did it, how many people did it, and if people signed back up. But just bad. Disney just constantly gets bad press in making bad decisions, and these price increases. I mean, when is this going to stop? I mean, because we talk about cord cutting used to be how you saved money, right? We cut the
Not
cord, you're
anymore.
going to save money. How many? I know so many people that are spending $150 or more on just the streaming services that they're paying for, because they got to have Paramount, they got to have Disney, I got to have ESPN, I got to have HBO Max, I got to have, because I'm all about that show, I'm all about, and so I got to have that service, and it's all these services, and they're going up. I mean, every month one of them goes up.
Yep.
I mean, again, I'm telling you, next week or the week after, it's going to be Paramount or HBO or one of those that's going.
Well, Paramount's going to be going on since they just got the UFC rights
and spent a lot of money.
Right, and Disney went up because they just acquired the NFL network. So that's why that just happened in August. So that's why Disney went up on their price, because now they're going to suck in a bunch of people who just want to watch Red Zone. So there you go. Milk them while you can. But no, it's streaming. Streaming's ridiculous. How it used, when it first was coming out, it was a good deal. You could have a couple streaming services. Ain't that way no more. I mean, I used to have Discovery Plus.
Yeah.
And you could have like 5 other people on your account, and it was like $3.99 a month. And they were going up $10, and I was like, screw you.
Yep. And then don't forget adding ads, because almost all these services, you're like, well, I'm paying just this much. Oh, but you also have ads. All right, so we have Blue has a Netflix account now. She's got the low ad supported one because there's a couple animes that she can't find anywhere else, and so that are dubbed. So there's certain. I mean, it's very niche, and believe me, I've looked for some of those, and it's hard to find it. But that's her money. She's spending how she wants, so she has that. I sit down, or if I come in the room and she's watching it, first of all, I can tell it's Netflix by looking at it. Just the pixelation, the way they degrade the signal, I can spot it right away. I'm like, oh, this is Netflix. And I'll sit there, and then an ad comes up, and it'll do 1 of 3 or 1 of 4 ads.
Oh shit!
And she looks at me. She goes, I haven't had an ad for the whole time I've been watching this. She goes, you walk in the room, and there's an ad that comes up. She goes, I swear you're the worst luck. And or she says, or Netflix hates you so much they wait for you to walk in the room, because believe me, when an ad comes on, we're on the couch, and I'll just kind of go, really? I'll give her that. And so she's like, it's my money, I'll spend it on ads. And
that explains why she's all telling you to go play pinball or go watch the fights with the boys, so she can enjoy her shows in peace and quiet.
Oh, believe me, I get that look every time, because I'm like, we have so many we've got so many options. I mean, we have them. And she knows them. I mean, this isn't like a woman that's non-techie. Right. She understands, but she's like, I just like to click it and it plays. I'm like, we got autoplay. We could do that with Kodi. Open this up. And she's like, no, I just like to sometimes click it and just, I'm like, but the ads are ridiculous. It used to be one little ad. And now it's, you'll see 1 of 2, 1 of 3, 1 of 4.
Yep.
I'm like, holy shit. I mean, now I'm watching ads as much as I would have been watching on regular TV, and I'm paying them money. What? Doesn't make any sense. But
wait, like look at them with this. It's like it's going to be ads. It's going to be, let me take that show away for a while, like Disney. You know how I always keep saying they want to put it in their vault. So they have all these people that have signed up with them to get that show, and then Disney takes it away from them. They put it in their vault. No one else has any rights to that show anymore, so they can't get it. whether it be any of these other sites that Amazon or Hulu,
Yep.
whoever.
Yep. You're
You
right.
can't get. No one can get what they want to watch, and here they go. It's gonna be, oh well, you're gonna want to try to get it from Disney again, and Disney will say, oh well, this month we're gonna be showing this movie, this series. They added and got back just to see
Mhm.
how many people they can sucker it back in to pay for it.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Hey, what's up? I see Huff. I haven't seen him in forever. What's up, Huff? Matthew Todd, free anime app. Analab has all the dubbed, and Kodi has them too. I will have to, because some of the shows, again, I mean, I use Otaku and a lot of other ones that's in Kodi. There's just a couple shows that she enjoys, because she also likes Korean dramas, and some of those are not available in Kodi. And again, I have a little bit of knowledge in where to look. Even not on Kodi, I could download it manually, but some of those shows, it's for whatever reason so hard to find. And again, especially like the Korean dramas and stuff like that. So, but I'll definitely check out the Annie Lab. I will have to look that up. I'm gonna get a pen here and write that down. So thank you, Matthew. I'll have to check that out. Yeah. Ads drive me around the bend. They do me too. I cannot. It just. I hate to watch them. The only time I have to watch ads is on football days. It's the only time I got to watch them, because unless I'm going to watch the consolidated version of the football game after the game is over, which is a great way to watch the game if you can't watch it live. Consolidated games are 45 minutes. Condensed. You're right. Condensed.
Yeah, condensed.
The condensed 45 minutes. You got the game from start to finish, every single play, every penalty, and it's great. But you're not watching it live. It's going to be, the next day.
And they got a Telegram room, so you can click on them.
Yeah, it works. It works great. It works great. So speaking of some of these apps, and we talking about that, and we've talked about this on the show with the merging. This article in here is talking about there's too many streaming apps. Many will be forced to shut down or merge. And again, we've already seen the merging. We saw the merge with what was it? It was HBO and Warner Brothers, or Warner Brothers and what was it? Discovery.
Yep.
Yeah.
Blending and merging to try to be financially viable. I mean, what are you guys thinking on some of these, on the streaming landscape? I mean, what's your thoughts on this?
I feel sorry for the people who don't do what we do, because, like you were saying earlier, you could cut the cord and go to a streaming service, and you would save money. You're saving money. And now, by the time, I want to watch this show, it's on this service. I want to watch this show, it's on this service. I want to watch it. So you have all these services, because there's like one show on each of them that you really only care about.
Yeah.
That would drive me crazy. And then, like I've bitched about sports, more and more sports coming to streaming services. And I mean, I would be shocked if 5 years from now you'll never see a football game on over the air television.
Very likely.
I would not be shocked. It will just, and I feel sorry, for older people who want to watch games and stuff, and they don't have the ability or the expenses to afford all these services. It's just insanity.
Yep.
I wonder what's going to happen with these free ones like Tubi and Pluto. How much longer are those going around? Because with Amazon shutting down Freeview, you're starting to see that stuff going away.
Well, but the content that they show, and they do have ads, but the content that they show is not your I'll say your top grade shows. You know,
Right.
it's going to be the older content that it doesn't have the traction, is not drawing the views on a Hulu or a Netflix or a Paramount. It's not shown. So they give the rights to a Pluto or one of these free streaming services, and then but they get their money from that streaming services through the ads. I don't think I think that those things will still be there. I think that their content again is maybe if you're like an older person that cares about older shows, that's a great idea. It's like, hey, they got all the shows I care. I don't care about nothing new. That may work just fine for them, but the people like ourselves, we want the newer shows, the newer movies. That's not going to fit our need. So I think they're still going to be, in my opinion, I think they'll still be around because look at LG's got, you know, I should say almost every TV has some type of a free streaming service. It'll say free channels that they offer. I mean, almost all of them.
Yeah.
And ad supported. So the money's coming in through the ad so they can pay for that royalties, that licensing. So I think to me, that's where these production companies, that's like their side gig. That they're making money off of those shows that aren't going to make it on their platform, make money from their platform. It's like, you know, it's, hey, these are the B-rated or the older shows and movies. We'll put them over here. We're still going to make some money off of them. And then we'll push our newer stuff. And that's going to hit people with the fee every month.
But I still want to know who owns those movies because, you know, somewhere in the background, it's still freaking Disney, still owning all that old stuff.
Yeah.
No one else is gonna buy it.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, Warner Brothers owns a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
20th Century Fox, and 20th Century Fox isn't owned by Disney, I don't believe.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, is it? All right. So they own a lot. So I mean, those companies own a lot. I mean, you could do some searches if you look on some of those free services, pull a movie up and see who owns it, and I guarantee it's one of the big services. But they're like, hey, we're not getting the views, or we can make more money on licensing this to Pluto. And then if we do that, because Pluto has, I mean, Pluto and some of those, they have some cool stuff. The Mystery Science Theater 3000 channel, that again, it's going to be in a loop it's a couple day loop that's going to play. So it's an option, but I think we're going to see more and more things. I don't think shutting down. I think there's going to be bought out by bigger and bigger, you know, more of them owned by Disney, more owned by HBO, Warner Brothers, more owned by Amazon, the companies that have the money, or I should say the credit, to say, hey, we're going to buy this up. And I think it's going to increase, which is not going to be good for the end customer, because their customers are going to be locked into these prices. And if the more that Netflix buys or Disney buys, when we see these deals, we were talking about Disney doing UFC. What was it? $7 billion.
Yep.
Wasn't that what it's like? $7 billion that they're having to pay just for UFC. I love UFC,
Paramount.
but UFC Paramount, yeah. But UFC is not. I mean, I think that money can be made on it, but it's not the NFL. It's not. The viewership is good, but it's not awesome like a NFL. And it's like, are they just paid all that money? Oh, I guess they're gonna have to raise the rates because they got to recoup that money, because that money went out. So, yeah, it's gonna get muddier and muddier. Hopefully, some of you guys can help your family and friends in finding alternative ways to save money. Well, some don't
want to listen, man.
You're right.
It's a shame. It's a
Yeah.
shame.
Yeah, but
They don't want to.
aren't the cable companies really bleeding right now?
There are a lot of cable companies that are not, because they're losing viewership. All right, so a
Yeah.
cable company though, cable companies, so a cable company has to buy rights
Right.
from Disney, Paramount, or what's CBS? Who's the new company that owns CBS now?
If they merge with Skydance.
Yeah, Skydance. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that when a cable company wants to show ABC content, they got to go to Disney. If they're going to go on the CBS, they're going to have to go to Skydance and that kind of stuff. So the cable company's got to pay money to them. So what's happening is these big company that own all these big media companies are charging the cable company more and more and more and more. And the cable company's like, all right, well, I guess we got to pay it, because if we don't pay it, we can't show that channel, and then we're going to lose customers. Now we increase the rates. Now the customers are pissed because our rates went up because we had to pay Disney, and you know it's like a circle.
Yep.
So the more they charge, well, then the next negotiation with Disney is going to be like, well, you know what, the price went up. I guess Comcast, you'll pay more. That Comcast isn't going to absorb it. Comcast is going to pass that right down to you, the customer.
Yeah, but
I mean, has your internet price ever gone down? Or when you had cable, did your price ever go down? No. Only when you canceled it.
Yeah. Threaten to cancel and it'll go down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a circle right now, and I don't know where it's going. And I mean, we could go to food prices, they're the same way, but the right now these big media companies own so much. And remember we had the anti-monopoly thing back in the 70s. Remember when we broke up Ma Bell back then?
Yep.
Because it was a monopoly. Can't have that. And
That's
everything was
AT&T and Verizon.
Yep. And now we're just rolling back in time, because now where everything's split up, now everything's kind of merging back into just a handful of companies. And those handful of companies have power. ABC can blackmail any cable company they want and get whatever they want, because you can't cut off ESPN. You can't cut off all the ABC channels. If you're a cable company or a satellite company, you can't, because your customers are going to say, well, forget you. I got to have my ABC News, or I got to have ESPN. So it's a circle, and I'm glad that, for us who have found alternatives, we are the lucky ones in staying ahead of the game, and hopefully some of the people watching the show can stay ahead of the game in finding alternative ways to save money and to be smart, because the prices are not going down. We're not going to see a rollback in prices.
But the sad part is that we have to sit and think about, even as us, that we know how we get our stuff. Think about, what's going to end up happening? Is it going to be the cable company that's going to sit there and say, you know what, screw everybody, no one's going to be able to see this stuff because you're going through my lines, and it's going to come down to that. You want your internet speed, you're going to have to pay for it now, because all you want to do is stream. And no one wants to watch anything off a set-top box anymore. So now this is how you're going to pay for it. And we're going to sit there and we're going to say, we're looking at what's being streamed and who you're streaming it from, and this is how you're going to have to pay.
Well, what was it? Was it Comcast? Remember they were doing the data, like how much data packages?
How much data packages you had going through.
Right. The more you used, then you had to pay a higher price. That's where it's going to go. I'm shocked that they haven't went to that.
Yeah, they have. Well, yeah.
So
They had. Yeah. My buddy down in Virginia who called me up the other week and was talking about he's got a letter from Cox. They're going to start charging overages for the amount of data because his wife works at home. He's on the travel all the time, but they're always streaming stuff.
Right.
And then he got this letter from Cox saying, hey, you know, this is how much data you're downloading every month. And okay, this is what your limit is. And when you go over, we're going to start charging that. So he was calling me asking, he goes, when you had Verizon, did they charge you on Fios and da-da? I'm like, hell no. That was one of the reasons I went with him. So he's like, well, he goes, if they keep this crap up and they're going to start charging me if I go over their limit, and he goes, I'm not downloading, I'm streaming your flags.
Yeah.
You know, using IPTV because everything is he's doing is streaming now. But yeah, no, they've already started doing that in certain.
Well, I know I was with Spectrum, and I remember at one point, remember when Spectrum and Comcast merged, and then the part of the agreement was that they could not change how they charged people for a certain number of years. And then they talked about that they were going to add those data caps and data tiers. And then there was so much flack from customers, they backed off of it. It's a matter of time before because that's where they're gonna be able to get you because you know if you got the data. So let's see. Donald
There's
says
so much traffic. There's so much traffic. You know.
Yeah. So 1 terabyte. 1 terabyte. Ooh. That's not a whole lot for a month. 1 terabyte. Can you imagine? Ooh. So,
Stop watching 4K Remux.
Yeah. For a month, I can't. Ooh. I'd have to. But you know, that's another thing. Not a lot of routers or modems will like give you your total data usage. Even mine, it'll tell it for certain things, but it doesn't give me a total. It's kind of weird. You would think that more of these cable companies, you know, I'll have to look.
I got the new 2 tera. I have.
Oh.
I'm running now.
You log into your ISP provider and trust me, they have it.
They have it. Yeah.
They have it. Because I mean, I used to get quota letters from Cox all the time. You know, it's like we have unlimited, but it's really not unlimited, and we have a cap and da. But this is before they started charging people.
Yeah,
that was one of the reasons I switched to Verizon.
Right.
It's funny that we were talking just a few minutes ago about this article here. NFL is in talks about new TV and streaming deals in 2026. And this is actually the NFL contract was locked in for 11 years, and they're like the contract isn't over for 4 more years. But it looks like the NFL is looking to renegotiate with the media companies about the NFL and this packaging. So, I mean, this is going to be a problem, I think, because we're going to see more of that stuff behind a paywall, meaning on Amazon or on Netflix or on Paramount Plus or on some streaming service that's the only place you're going to be getting it, or you have to pay for so what is it? Right now it's still YouTube, right? YouTube still owns
yes,
for YouTube this season.
It's about $400, a little over $400 to get the whole season. A year. So, but I mean, right now you see ads all the time. You know, you can pay by the month, and it's like $34 a month. You know, and everything. But I'm like, Jesus Christ! I mean,
and this is coming though. We talked about this several times with Roger and all about how long before we're going to see the Super Bowl behind a paywall.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's coming.
Yeah. and so it's going to be, I want to say it kind of like the England's football leagues that where if you don't have Sky or BT, or well, I guess it's not BT anymore. What's it? TNT Sports?
TNT, yeah.
If you don't have one of those sports packages, you don't see the football games. This is like right on the heels of it, because NFL is popular. I mean, it is hugely popular. I think in here it said the NFL's dominance in television viewership underscores the urgency of these discussions. In 2024, NFL games accounted for 72 of the top 100 most watched programs on traditional television. 72 of the top 100 programs was an NFL game. So it cracked me up where it said, well, this is going to be good for the NFL because they need more money. Really? I mean, I don't know. I don't think I don't care who it is. No one deserves $200 million contract. To me, it's just no, but whatever. So yeah, this is, that's why they want this. And in the number of years, well, it was 11, what it said, a current 11-year, $111 billion media agreement signed in, so 4 years ago. And they're like, wait a minute, things have changed since 2021. More money to be made and da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, it's, I don't know. I'm concerned about, again, you think
I look at people who actually pay that $400 and like showing Jason what service I'm using to use most of my freaking NFL games I'm playing when I'm streaming. That's freaking $59 a fucking year. So, so I'm like, what the fuck, people? Come on, you're killing me.
Look at Steven says even some of the NBA games are going to Prime.
Yeah, they're on Prime. Yeah, NBA's on Prime.
So yeah, it's I don't know. It's you know, not to sound bad, but I mean, the top rich are just getting richer, you know, and not by a small increments. It's like huge increments that we're talking. That some of these the people that they're charging, it's like, you know, just like to go to an NFL game, why can't you charge a fair price for people to see it, and not some, you know, it's going to cost you $2,000 to go see this game. You want to take your family and you want your beer is going to be, you know, $18.
Then,
you know,
then they're going to charge you to be able to watch the you know, the big screen there in the at the stadium.
The parking lot.
Yep.
I mean, me personally, I can hardly wait till this show goes behind a paywall so I can check it better than shit. You think I canceled too quick when it went up, you know, from 99 cents? I don't care if this thing was a nickel a month.
Oh, come on.
Bye.
This is the best money you know what? Beach, we love you so much. We're glad you're here. You cantankerous old fucker. We like you. I'm gonna keep bringing you in here. I'm gonna start just bringing you in here, even kicking and screaming.
Beach, you know, any profit Ty gets off this channel goes into betting on his pick of the week, and you've seen how that's been going. So
yeah.
I meant to go. Yeah, I meant to go back. We were talking about that Sunday, and I'm like, I need to go back and look at his picks and see what he said.
Oh, I do. I remembered, and both my picks were wrong. So whatever pick I give, go the opposite way, because both of the picks I had last week, that I went with Chicago beating the Lions. Well, that didn't go so well. And then I said Atlanta was going to beat the Panthers. That didn't go so well. It went the opposite, 30-0. And I mean, I was like, oh, of course, this is going to be the Panthers. Show up. The Panthers showed up like they were awesome. And I was like, I didn't even show up. I mean, I was like, what the hell? But
I think you're cutting in and out.
Yeah.
You were cutting in and out.
Yeah.
So, all right, well,
Yeah, but Beach, we got some good news. The check is in the mail. The only thing is, the mail, they're on strike.
oh yeah, I forgot. Canadian Post is
Canada
on strike.
Mail.
Canada Post.
Are
is
you?
on strike.
Wow.
Yeah,
You
they
know when
started.
the last time they went on strike was?
A couple of,
It was a few months ago.
a few
few
months
months
ago.
Oh, really? What are they
Yeah.
looking for?
More money.
More money.
They don't get paid a lot, to be honest. I've
No.
got a friend that's a
Not
a
even
mail
here.
worker.
They don't get.
They don't get paid a lot of
Mm.
money, and you get paid no matter how much. You don't get paid by the hour. You get paid by the route. So
Right.
when you have extra shit, you make no extra money because like every flyer, all the flyers,
Yeah.
all that stuff is in your bag. Now it's heavier. You don't get no extra money. So, you know, I have no problem with paying the post work. I mean, because that's a job you need, and you're honestly for you to mail a letter and it costs you 50 cents to take it from one part of a country to another part of the country. 50 cents is pretty damn cheap. So, you know, I mean, that's
they're saying they're losing $10 million a day.
But
well,
the sad part is that no one's writing anything anymore to send in the mail. Yeah, you know what I
not
mean?
as much. Not as much.
Not as much. No, because it's you know, I can go do it a video, a webcam with the person instead.
Yeah, and I mean, in all your bills are now emailed you or not even emailed, and so advertisements.
I mean, hell, it's not like the old days. Remember when it was time for every year you got to do yellow and white pages?
Yep.
From the mailman, had to lug those around. We can get the big ass for JCPenney catalogs.
Oh man, I used to love getting the JCPenney's catalog. Remember that was you'd circle all your Christmas list.
Bullshit. I went straight to the ladies' underwear section.
Exactly.
That's where I went. Straight to the ladies' underwear.
You damn preverts. Kids don't do that now because they got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
They can look up anything.
Hey, let's
As
talk
much
about.
as they're trying to stop it.
All right, we'll go to our one of our later topics here, and this has been people crying about the sky is falling for a while now about Vega OS, which is going to replace the Fire OS on Fire devices. Now, not necessarily a Fire TV, but it's going to go on Fire devices because we know Fire devices for Amazon. There's a lot of items. So this leaked that there was a job posting for that Amazon is looking for somebody that can do some Linux-based coding for Prime Video, and that the Fire TV Amazon team is looking for this. So this was another hint that it will be on some type of a Fire device, which we've all talked about that it's going to be on some Fire devices, but it will not be, or very unlikely be pushed upon devices that are already running the Fire TV OS. So if you have a Cube right now or a Fire Stick of some sort, very unlikely that they're going to push this Linux-based operating system onto your device, because the risk of complications is great when you're changing a whole operating system. We're not just talking just an upgrade like we would see that the Fire OS goes from one version to another. When you're talking a whole writing of the operating system and writing it in a whole different type of operating system, it being a Linux based, where the likelihood of something going wrong will be high. So I don't think Amazon's going to risk that, but Amazon will put out new devices. We possibly may see a new Fire Stick what I would guess, a new Fire Stick, a new Cube that will have that Vega OS on it, but it will be its own device. Now, I don't know what they'll call it. I suppose we're going to find out. What was it, the 30th of this month?
Yeah, Tuesday, September 30th.
Yeah,
That's when
September
they're having
30th.
their release.
So yeah, we're going to know, or we should hear some information on the 30th of the new devices and services that they plan to release coming up. And maybe what they believe is we think we're going to hear what new devices, and we may have an idea which one of these new devices may have that Vega OS. And we have no idea how well this Vega OS is going to run. I would guess that it's going to be faster than the Android. We know that Linux is a faster, more peppy operating system, but not necessarily able to you won't be sideloading things right away until some applications are created for Linux, and we'll see how much safety measures Amazon puts in to block that, because maybe they will add all kinds of blocks, or maybe they won't add any, and so we'll be able to sideload on the new device, but they'll have to be Linux-based applications, because right now everything is Android-based, because we can take an Android application, most Android applications, and load it on the Fire OS, and we can run it. When Linux Vega's OS comes out, you will not be able to use that same program. What? Any thoughts on this from you guys about Amazon and this Vega?
There's been a
When they
lot.
release- when they release it, I'll grab one just so I can have it to look at it, play around with. I'm everybody I have new or getting some new stuff. I'm just getting them owns, telling them to get a own. Just because I hate the Amazon UI.
Yeah,
I'm just not a fan of it.
We need to find a box that's just perfect, that we'll have to force these people to go out and get that box, but know that we won't have any issues having it. Well, we've tried that already with the Shield.
But Shield is running Google. What's it? Google TV, or is that Android TV?
Yeah,
That's Android
Shield is
TV.
still Android.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, there is some boxes. I know that there was the Formula just had a big
Formula, just new
that
one.
just I've never used a Formula, so I
Nope.
don't know. I don't know. Can you install legitimate apps? Because see, that's always to me is if you're going to get another device, to me it needs to have both the ability to sideload things that you want to install, as well as being able to run legitimate apps, your Netflix, your Hulu, your Amazon, because a lot of these Android boxes that you get out of China or other places, you don't get the official Netflix or something. So to me, I couldn't recommend something that can't install an official Netflix, because not that I want the official Netflix, but there's a lot of people that do.
Right.
So, with the Fire TV, Fire TV or the On or the Shields, the benefit of that is, hey, if sideloading some of these other APKs doesn't work out for you, and you're like, hey, it's too much, it's a hassle, whatever your complaint is, you can always just go back to the legitimate apps, use your Amazon, use it. You don't have a paperweight at your house that you can't do nothing with.
Right.
So I'd be curious about Formula. Can you install legit stuff? I know there's a few videos. I know Penn, I think he's got, I don't know if maybe Penn, he might have left the room. He might have left the show. But I know Penn actually, he's supposed to be doing a review on the Formula.
Okay.
I saw that he got one, so be curious on how well it runs. Again, so Skull says it's not a certified box. So if it's not a certified device, then you can't, you're not going to be able to run your
Disney or Netflix and get full HD quality.
Yep.
Correct. Yep.
Yep. So you won't be able to do it. So yeah. I saw this video, but wait, he's still here. He's doing some background multitasking. So yeah, I was just curious on how well it runs and the cost. I haven't even looked up the cost. I don't think it's cheap. Penn, how much was one of them Formula boxes? I think he's got the Formula 12 or whatever it is, because I know him and Super Dell.
I want to say it's like $249 or something, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is saying $229, but I mean,
that sounds about right.
I'm spending that much. I'm just buying a shield. Sorry.
Yep.
I mean, sorry.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
No, but
All right, well.
we just need something to tell these, because we're gonna have a large flux of people that are gonna want to start streaming the way we do real soon.
Yeah. There, all you need an unbox. There you go.
Unbox
Right.
versus the Unbox Pro.
Right.
Yeah.
Got no issue with that. On my Shield, I got no issue, but the Unbox it does great.
Yeah.
Again, it does got enough storage on it. And what's it in the US? It's $50. Up here in Canada, $74. So
Yeah.
it works just fine. So we'll see. I mean, I'm not too worried about where we're at right now, and there's always options. If people needed to go to a mini PCs or Raspberry Pis, I mean, there are workarounds to make this work. So hey, should we go and spin the wheel? I saw Andrew's over in the side.
Yeah. Let me just. Okay, we can get the wheel stuff up here. Okay. Let me just get this rid of this so people can see the whole thing here.
Yeah. Well, skulls. I'll believe all the blocking is gonna happen when we see the blocking. Right now, we're still. It's all. We're gonna see where this goes. Again, I don't get too freaked out too early on some of it, and to find out if there's workarounds with the Google Play and all that kind of shit like that. So, all right.
Well, hold on. No,
Yep.
don't spin it yet.
I'm not.
I'm gonna add in. Hold on. We got.
Please welcome one of the most pompous pricks I know, the man, the myth, the Duke of Darts, ARB.
Very accurate description.
I thought they didn't like me, boy. They don't like you too, Andrew. I think they just.
Yeah, well, they hate me. It must be because you're paying me.
Yeah, that's
I get
probably
paid for
why.
these appearances.
I do. Yeah, I told you keep that in the DL. All right. All right. So what's our stuff on the wheel here?
On the wheel, we got Andrews in green with Thunderbolts. I'm in purple with Straw. Dabs is in red with Weapons. Eddie is in gray with Highest to Lowest. DaButcher is in blue with Fantastic Four. And Jason is in yellow with Heads of State.
All right, let's see what we got to watch for next week. Now, this is the movie for next week. This week we had the F1, the movie. Oh, come on. No, man. Oh, look. What's this, Eddie?
Oh,
No, mine.
That's Jason.
Oh, Jason, Heads of State, a little comedy action.
I finally get to watch it now.
Yeah, Heads
I
of
was
State.
interested in this one.
This is the one with John Cena in it. And
Yep.
Idris
was it
Elba.
Elba? Yeah.
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 Okay. Hold on. Let me pull this up so you can see. And
That's funny, Pete, because that's that YouTube video you sent me the other week. Got these two in it.
Oh, that Jolly Breakfast. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
That
this
was
is
it was to promote that film.
Yeah. So that's what we got to watch for next week. All right. Let's see. Let's see.
We have, want to talk about this weekend?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Well, we can get rid of this. I just say to everybody. We have this weekend for UFC. Did anyone see what's his name out there? Okay. We have for UFC this weekend. They're going to be in Australia. So it's going to be what was this? Alberg versus Dominic Reyes at the RC Arena in Perth, Australia. The prelims start at 7 p.m. and the main card is at 10 p.m.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay. Regular times.
Yeah. And we've got BKFC tomorrow night. And it's going to be early at 2 p.m. And they're going to be in Manchester, UK. So maybe you can join us. The Duke of
Darts.
Duke of Darts. You know, because or you're going to be at the bar watching. Okay, and that's basically it. There's a Riders Cup also we were talking about.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
You
it's
got
going
some
on
football
Sunday.
for Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's about it. We spun the wheel, and we can just get ready to jump over for the Play It Fast show.
How did we lose? There we are. I was like, how did we lose everybody? All right.
We lost Andrew.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that's because he wasn't in here before the show. All right. Hold on. Nookie says more than one night. Oh.
Nookie's out there.
Yes.
We missed you last week, Nook.
Look
It
at
was her
there.
birthday. She was blacked out for 3 days.
Yeah, she was. She
What's
had a
up, Kenneth?
hard way finding a way home.
Lots of people. All right. So we got the movie of the week. So we welcome you on the side chat. Give your thoughts and opinions on this movie as we're going through it. We're going to give our opinions. And yeah, let me go get on this screen. So the movie this week, F1 the movie. Who wants to be the first to discuss this particular movie?
I was surprised at it, me. I actually thought I was going to hate it, but the more it went on, I quite liked it. I quite enjoyed it. And I haven't watched Formula One for years. I used to watch it all the time when I was a kid, but then obviously a lot changed over the years with Formula One, and it was a little bit harder to follow for me. But this movie, I actually liked it. Do you know what kind of it gives us like Days of Thunder vibes?
Yeah.
And I liked how the whole story was just. It wasn't just like these kind of bits. Yeah, like where it was just like they worked on the character story a lot. There was a lot of action and it just a lot of the races. It was like focused a lot on the racing, which is what like Formula One fans wanted from it. So I liked it. I really enjoyed it. The more it went on, the more I was like, yeah, I'm actually getting into this. I did think there was a couple of cringe bits, and there was a couple of bits where, like, I can quite imagine us all. Like, I was in big screen with Dabs and Auburn. Beach didn't show up. There was just the three of us. But when I was in there with you guys and I was watching it, there's a couple of bits where I was thinking to myself, yeah, there's a few things happened in this movie where we would just be probably sitting there and going, oh, well, that's a bit unrealistic, like the hospitalization stuff, and like he like the car basically blows up, he gets pulled out, and he's only burnt his hands, and he's only out for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell? Like, I was like, right, okay, just don't do that again, because that nearly ruined the movie. But the rest of it, I really enjoyed. I did find it funny as well. Like, obviously, they're trying to make this the young kid to be like this arrogant prick, like at the start, and he like crashes out the race, but then he's like in the hallways and he's like posing for the media and stuff, and you're like, you just crashed out the race. Why would you be posing for the media?
Exactly. Yeah.
And also, when it comes to Formula One in real life, they don't give a shit about the people at the back.
Nope.
Yeah.
Well, I did really enjoy it. I thought it was good.
Done?
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah. I'll just.
I like the movie also. I like these anything with speed going on. It makes me feel like I'm on my bike. My a normal day of riding for me around New York. Um, it it reminded me of Days of Thunder, but also that other one there. What was that one? Driven with
Driven. Yeah.
with who was that? Burt Reynolds and who else was in that?
No, wasn't it? Was it Burt Reynolds or Sylvester Stallone?
Stallone, but Burt Reynolds was in it too. Also, I thought. Wasn't he? Okay. Wasn't he like the? He played the guy in charge of, having the stuff. It felt like there were too many things that they could have worked on. I don't think that like the camera work for how fast the cars were going. There, you weren't getting feeling that rush of this is what that speed is. It felt like that, because I guess maybe because they were using the cameras in the cars, you weren't feeling that speed like if you were standing next to the car and it rushes past you.
Yeah.
So you could really feel how fast that car is going. That's what I think I missed out of it. Is it didn't feel like they were going that fast, although they were.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the two of them were driving, those cars. They had said there's going to be a thing out there that says that that they were riding like the F2 and F3 cars, but hey, they were driving. So I got to give that to them. But that's it for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good film. I've never been like a really big F1 fan. Of course, I'm from Indiana, so NASCAR and IndyCar is the thing around here, and Formula One's for like those weird drivers that nobody can pronounce their names, so they really don't care about. But I was
They're
really
not American. They're not American.
Exactly. They don't drink milk. They drink orange juice or other things instead, so we don't like that around here. But I was glad to see them being realistic about the driving, not like Fast and Furious where they turn the frame rate up on the film to make it go fast. You didn't get that feeling with here. I mean, having cameras right on the cars and actually having them out on the track driving them at those kind of speeds made it a lot more interesting film, and it didn't feel as much like fake as some of the stuff you get. But I was surprised for a Jerry Bruckheimer involved film. There wasn't quite as many explosions as I was expecting, but it was like it was all in all, it was an interesting movie. It's a lot more than what I thought it was going to be. It kept a really good storyline, kept you like involved in it, and I thought that was nice too. It wasn't just I mean, it was kind of like Days of Thunder, but not as much. I felt.
What got me, a couple things that bothered me, like when Brad Pitt got hurt and he's in the hospital and his buddy comes in, puts up, and it has his entire medical record with X-rays going back 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking fairy tale. Then the worst fucking CGI I've ever seen is the end when they win the race and you see the fake fireworks go up. And I'm like, who the fuck thought that looked good? I mean, seriously, who the fuck thought that looked good? That was freaking horrible. I would like to see more about the cars and the racing, but you got to have the other stuff. It wasn't bad. I would like to see some Talladega Night stuff thrown in there.
Yeah, you and me both.
Yeah, but no, it was. I'm like Andrew. I liked it better than I thought I would.
The fireworks at the beginning cracked me up, Dave, because they show them landing on the track and stuff, and I'm like, there's no fucking way they would allow that to ever happen.
At the 24 hours of Daytona, all the pieces. I'm like, that's track debris. You'd have to bring out the safety trucks and stuff.
Exactly. That worried me at first when I seen that. I said, "Uh-oh," because if the rest of it's gonna go like this, I'm not gonna like this movie at all. And they kind of got away from that later and made it a little bit better, but
yeah, for me, for this movie, it got me pinned to my chair. I couldn't move until the end of that movie. That movie really turned me on. It was, because I've been to a few F1 races in Montreal when I was younger, and you get the adrenaline, when these cars are flying by, and even when you get an accident, when the car flew off the track, it does a couple of turns and it drops into the it's on fire and he has to go rescue him. I said, man, he says the way these cars are made, they're made so that they have to save the driver, But the only negative thing I have about this, the music score could have been a little bit better.
What?
Yeah.
What? Holy shit! I thought for sure
honestly,
that would be.
I thought the music was great, and I didn't mention the music because I thought for sure Eddie's going to say the music.
Yeah,
in
we
this
said
movie.
it.
Great.
We said it during the view. We're like, oh, Eddie's going to like this music.
I liked it, but it could have been better.
The beginning music was really, really
was
good.
Great, really good.
And then the later songs had a little fall.
Yeah, but at the end, it really could have been better. The beginning was really good, but at the end, it didn't really turn me on, But this movie, it's an action movie that I like, where you see all the aspects of the racing, the camaraderie between the drivers, the teams, and how fast they move. You go in there to get a tire change within 9 seconds and you're out. I like to, I wanted to do the same thing when I changed my winter tires.
Yeah. In there, 3 seconds, you're out. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I really like this movie. Great movie. Great movie.
Let's see. So I guess all of you guys went. I really enjoyed this movie when Blue and I watched this a couple weeks ago or a week ago when it came out. It really gave me that feel of Driven, the one that we mentioned earlier with Sylvester Stallone. It gave me the feels of that, and I loved that they used real drivers because you had Max is in this. Some of the Tito or Tutu, whatever the Mercedes guy, he's in the crew chief. Hamilton, you saw Hamilton was in it.
Yeah.
So you had
He was a producer.
Oh yes, yeah, and he was a producer. But you had a lot of real drivers that are in it, so it wasn't a bunch of fake drivers or crew chiefs. And I enjoyed. I thought Brad Pitt did a brilliant job. I mean, to sell his character, how laid back he was it seemed genuine. A lot of times when we watch movies, it's like, I don't believe that person is who the character they're trying to be. I felt like in this movie, he was 100%. I bought into his character 100%. The guy that played from Snowfall. Yeah, here.
Yeah,
Jameson. Aubyn got me to watch Snowfall. So if you've not seen Snowfall TV show, you need to watch it because he is the main actor. I didn't know he was British because he talks, in Snowfall, he's supposed to be from LA.
Yeah.
So brilliant job in that. I thought that was a great, and I felt for all the characters. I felt for the crew chief. I liked the girl that was the
engineer.
The engineer
or whatever.
Yeah, but again, how many movies do we watch that we don't buy in on these characters? We don't care about that. I don't have any kind of compassion, or I'm not interested in any characters. They're so shallow. They did a really good job of kind of, even the girl that was changing the front tire. The way that they used little bits that I bought into all those characters, and I enjoyed them. The music, especially the beginning part with some Led Zeppelin and Rat. Remember, Aubyn, we had Rat was on there. I mean, how many movies is going to play some Round and Round by Rat? Again, I was like, those kind of things I like, but I felt the movie looked good. It felt good. Yes, I 100% on the fire, where he was on fire for fucking a minute and a half that he's on fire. And puts the fire out. Yeah, the one burn, and he's going to be out 3 weeks. I was like, wow. I mean, he had a super suit and a ventilation system to where a ventilator so he could breathe when the fire was engulfing the whole car. I don't know. The only other thing that was kind of far-fetched is F1 would not let you get away with some of the shit he was doing. I mean, like when he lagged back, and they're like, well, if he lags back anymore, he'll be disqualified. But he hung back just enough. And then when he kept breaking the front, and he'd bump into people, or they'd bump into him and break the wing, and his driver kept moving forward. Yeah, I was like, that would be a clear.
Usually they get points deductions for that, and and time penalties and stuff. I don't know how it works now, but yeah, he was doing the little tricks to. I was thinking that also as well. Like, he's done a lot of like cheaty tricks.
Yeah,
where you probably would get penalized for it, but like the one at the beginning, like I'm not sure about the one at the beginning where he where the safety car's out, and then he's he's lagging behind everybody. He's right at the back, but he's done on purpose because now he's got the warm tires because everyone else has been waiting for him.
Yeah.
But they do in Formula and F1 do like they showed in the film, where they were telling him to move over and let his teammate go. I mean, that's been a big controversy for years in Formula One with teams doing that.
Yeah, but it's good.
What also I liked about this movie is because with Dave Idris, they let him use his own accent. He didn't have an American accent. That's it. Because I was scared that if he would have had an American accent, I think for me it would have changed the movie for me.
Well, the only one, his mom, now she was on Ted Lasso.
Yes.
And her accent was, I mean, was that her real accent then, or was it a real accent when she's on Ted Lasso? Because her accent was thick in this movie.
Yeah.
So it makes me wonder, is like, which way is her real accent? Would it have been Ted Lasso accent, or was it F1?
I read a review on this that said this was like the Ted Lasso of Formula One.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that at first. I was like, oh, here we go. So they're bringing Brad Pitt's character in to run the team in the ground so they can sell it and get a bunch of money. And it kind of, I mean, they did play that off a little bit at the end with that investor that was trying to get him to lose. But
yeah, so that was one of my questions. I think I might have missed that bit, or I forgot about it. Like, obviously, someone inside gave the give all the documents about
that's
the change.
That was that guy.
Yeah,
that
at
was
first
that
when I
guy.
was watching, I was like, "Oh, it's the guy's manager because he doesn't like Brad Pitt's character." But then I realized it was the investor
Yeah, the guy that was on the board.
Yep.
because
This
he
is
doesn't
when
know
he,
nothing.
yeah,
Yeah,
this was when he talked to Brad. Says, "Hey, we want you part of the team. We're going to sell you as a package." Da 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 da. I didn't watch F1 for a long time. I mean, I'm a NASCAR fan. I've loved NASCAR. Went to probably 7 NASCAR races. Love it. And when you're talking about the feel, I understand completely when you go, like Eddie was talking about going and seeing it. When I've been in a NASCAR and you feel those 42 cars come by,
Flying by, right?
and even the beginning, like I think of it's always at the beginning, like when they're coming down to the start finish line, and there's all 42 cars are right there together, and the whole stadium is like vibrating with the cars and the power and the horror. I mean, it is a different feel. And then once they get up to speed, and you're seeing that. When I've been at Charlotte, it's close to 200 miles an hour when they're coming past you. It is fun. But I watched F1. They had a series. It was F1. It's been 3 seasons of it. It's F1 something, and it follows the F1 drivers and the teams. Yeah. And they followed the drivers and the teams like in real time, and you see them going through the season. That's how I learned who Max was and Hamilton. I learned these crew chiefs because when I was watching it with Blue, and I'm like, oh, that's the real crew chief. That is the real crew chief right there. And hey,
it was the real commentators and
yeah. And she's like, how do you know that? I'm like, well, I did watch the Netflix show. I did watch a couple seasons of it.
You know, the thing with the commentators where they're kind of like it's kind of like they're explaining a lot of things. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
In the race, and yeah, I was thinking to myself, God, this is really corny. Like they wouldn't be saying this kind of stuff like on TV or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But then I realized it's just for the benefit of the movie. Really, it's just for people who are watching it, to understand why this has happened.
And the driver would never hear that. I mean, if you're a driver, because like when Brad Pitt kind of laughed when they were saying, is there something else he could hit or something? And he kind of laughed again because I'm like, he couldn't hear that.
Meant to just be coincidental, but it did come across as though he'd heard them say it because it made it sound when the commentators were talking. It made it sound like the whole stadium could hear them. Talking, which I don't know if that's the case when you're actually live there. I'm not sure.
No, because I know when I went to NASCAR, you can listen to certain cars. Yep. So you can put your headset on and the radio, you can tune into, hey, I want to hear the 24 car. I want to hear the 20 car. And you hear that the back and forth. So, I don't think that, but again, for the non-race people, they needed to do that to explain what's going on so that, keep people engaged, I think. But I love when Brad Pitt, like this part here where they're like, well, you did this. And he's like, yeah. And then you got divorced and this, yeah. And you had a gambling problem. Yeah. And you this, and this. And he goes, do you have any regrets?
No.
Yeah. No. Yeah. And then he's like, I thought that was brilliant because it was like, yes, Captain Obvious. Yes, I had those problems. But he doesn't explain it. He's just like, yeah. Yeah. And then, all right, we're done asking questions. I thought that was another really good segment that kind of showed you where he was at mentally, in his progression of trying to chase that itch, I should say chase that flying because he wanted to be, that silence and he's flying. So, and I knew this was going to be a love interest when, I knew he was going to be banging her.
Brad.
Was like,
Brad.
Yeah. How's some woman going to say, no, I don't think I want to sleep with him. Hey, Brad Pitt, I don't care who you are. I mean, hey, if my old lady's hanging out with Brad Pitt, I'm going to say, I got some trouble because, that Brad Pitt. I mean, he a nice looking dude. So, yeah, you knew that was going to happen. So. Good thing. All right, so let's go ahead and close this. Go back to the beginning here. Okay, we got that. And we pop up over here. Don't know. Did we have Redneck says don't see Americans in F1 racing. No, they're not good enough. Because be honest, they're not good enough to that's a definitely a tough one. All right, so we want to go ahead and start with our play or pass. I think I already voted on this one, so I was like, wait, did I vote? All right, let's get going on this. Who we got down here at the bottom? Mr. Andrew. Mr. Andrew, what do you think? Play or
Always
pass?
at the bottom.
Yeah.
Definite play from me.
Definite play. Okay, so got a play for you. People over in the side chat, give us your play or pass on this, and we'll throw it on here. Mr. DaButcher. Wait, he's muted.
Play. Give
Play.
it a play.
Give it a play. All right. Big Daddy Spider, what you think on
Yep.
F1?
I give it a play. It was pretty entertaining, and I liked it. It was a good movie.
All right. Mr. Eddie G, the Blues Man.
Yeah, it's a super play.
Super play. Look at there. All right. Mr. AUBYN. What you think,
It's a
Mr.
play for me.
Co-host?
It was a
Good for
play.
you.
It was a play. I like the movie. It had action.
And I have actually seen it 3 times now. And I will say, if you have a surround sound system, this is a movie that can do it some justice. Definitely worth watching on surround sound if you have that, because some of the racing scenes are really good, especially if you crank that mug up. So we got plays over here.
After all that, you say pass.
Huh?
I'm saying, and after saying all that and watching it 3 times, you say pass.
No, I give it. I honestly,
You
it's
give it
probably
3 chances.
one of the better movies that I have seen in a while. So I'm gonna give it a play.
Well, that doesn't take much.
I know.
We've had a succession of terrible beach movies.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
That is
okay.
true.
Wow. Well, we gotta redo next week's intro because
Yeah, I was just about to say. I really screwed myself there.
Yeah, pompous prick isn't harsh enough.
So you're. Hey,
It should be the only guy getting paid.
Yeah, well, hey, I'm gonna read the 1-star review that we got here, and AUBYN, I got to take that banner off because
Okay.
it's in.
Yeah. Okay.
Hold on, thank you. I was looking for it.
Yeah.
All right.
Another one at the top.
So this is a 1-star review. Before we give the final vote from Telegram. Rather pull barbed wire. I can't tell what the thing on my backside, out my backside. Oh yeah.
Yeah, rather pull barbed wire out my backside.
Okay, I really wanted to enjoy this film, especially given the talent in the cast, but the performances fell flat, and the storyline was implausible. It felt like they might swap the F1 car for the Millennium Falcon at any point. The pacing dragged, the plot lacked cohesion, and much of the runtime felt like filler. Honestly, this could have been a tight 45 minutes short, credits included, and still told the same story. That's a 1-star review from somebody that seen that.
Jesus, when did 45 minutes become a short?
Yeah. So okay. So where am I at on this? Or how do you to click us all back in? There we go. All right. So what are we thinking on this? What was our vote? Telegram.
16-1. Yeah, 16 plays.
Oh.
We have one person.
All right, there went. We gave us a play, so maybe I'm gonna get the crow farther behind me. All right, awesome. So good to have that going. So it's definitely a play for everybody. So thanks. Oh, look, Troop showed up. Thanks for hanging out with a Troop. Jumped in here. All right, so that's a play. We got next week was what was that? Heads of State.
Yep.
We got Heads of State with
Idris Elba.
Idris and John Cena. Yeah, so we got that to watch. So at this part of the point, we got about 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes of the show. Open the floor up for people that want to suggest TV shows or documentaries or things like that that some folks may want to check out. So open the floor up to whoever wants to cover that stuff. Unless I had forgot something, Auburn. I don't think I did.
No.
I just had, I didn't really have a TV show or anything. I just had that documentary what I was talking to you guys about last night. That's the latest thing I've watched. The Ben's Treasure, or the Golden, what is it? Golden.
How many were out already? Was the whole thing out or not?
It's only 3 episodes. It's all out. It's all done. It's actually had an interesting twist at the end.
Okay, good.
And it's a real story.
You're gonna pull it up, Todd? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did. Yeah, it didn't when I did it.
Ben's Treasure or something, wasn't it? Golden.
Yeah. But it had the dollars, or they had the @
Yeah,
sign
it was
here.
It was the British & sign, as you say.
Yeah. Ain't that the euro?
Are you thinking of the pound sign?
No.
Pound looks like an L with a line through it. Or
Yeah.
Greed. And you said it was Finn.
Ben's treasure hunt or something like that.
Yeah.
It's not a movie.
No, but it should have came up in a documentary.
Oh.
No.
Here we go.
Oh, that's it, yeah.
So Golden Greed, a hunt for Finn's treasure. And that actually, this looks, I actually added to my watch list after you mentioned it, because this looks like something to watch. I mean,
it looks like it's a very good advertisement of how America is. You're all a bunch of crazies who spent 10 plus years searching for treasure.
Finding some super treasure, like you're looking. It again reminded me of Ready Player One, where they're trying to follow these clues to find something, and they found the most redneckest people that are looking for this treasure.
Honestly, I swear, like only an American think to themselves, "I'm going to get all this gold and jewelry and stuff and bury it somewhere, and then set a treasure map for people." I would never think.
That's not the only one. I think there's like 2 or 3 other ones now. After that came out, and then other people started doing the same thing.
Well, I was telling Andrew and Auburn last night, and it's like, if it would be brilliant to do this and then say the clues are in this book, release a book and say some of the clues are in this book, and then maybe next year release another book that's going to get you closer to it, and people buy the book because they want to catch the clues. I mean, a great way to kind of promote it, and people are willing to buy it. So but this did look interesting. I won't play the trailer because I get YouTube always gets their ass up about that. But yeah, definitely, folks, check this. The some of the people in this,
like the Whitaker.
Oh, yeah, they not as bad as the Whitaker, but they were close. You know, it was some good rednecks in there.
Wait until you watch it, Todd, and see what they were doing, where they were looking, and how long they spent at this place.
Yeah. I can't. It's on my watch list, so I'm gonna definitely watch it. All right, Terminal List. That was a movie or TV show we hadn't talked about. I started watching that last week. Good, good show. I'm enjoying it.
I started second.
Anybody watching Black Rabbit?
Oh, I heard it was really good.
Oh yeah, that is. Good.
I heard it. Some of the ladies at my work were like, "Oh, yeah, it's real good." And again, that's another one that's on my watch list. We're trying to finish up the other shows that are open. Yeah,
South Park has been cracking me up. Oh my god,
they got a lot of good material to work with right now.
Ugh.
And they're not scared to
brutal. Brutal. Yeah, and hilarious. But yeah. Yeah, the first episode of the last season of Brassic aired.
Yeah. Slow Horses is out too.
Yeah.
Yep, Slow Horses.
There's another one, Brad. Todd, maybe you would like. It's called House of Guinness. It
Yep,
came out.
I just saw it. It just came out. I just grabbed that the other day, put it on.
No.
Yeah.
House of Guinness.
Yeah.
House of Guinness. Yeah,
It's a true story.
Yeah. That's the kid who played Joffrey Baratheon.
Gentlemen, I'm gonna hop off now just because
Duff
I've got to go.
Yeah.
I've got to go to work tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Thanks,
Have a
Andrew.
good one, Andrew.
See you,
Talk
Andrew.
to you later.
See ya.
See you in big screen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
See you,
Well,
bud.
at least I'll see two of you probably.
I
Unless
should be in
Todd's
the
doing that whatever it is, hockey ball
Hockey,
things.
yeah.
Yeah, ball hockey.
Well,
Playing that.
That's,
You know,
that
that's
depends
what I
whether
asked
your
you.
body's healed.
Yeah. Play 1 week,
I
take
hope-
2 weeks to heal.
I hope your ball hockey isn't like the tongue hockey we used to play in high school with a girl in the car.
Oh man.
No, Dab's in getting his ball hit with a stick.
Unless he's doing it himself. Right. Good night, guys. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Later, brother.
Not end.
Anybody into Rainmaker?
Oh, I hadn't watched that yet. Rainmaker. Yeah, I saw that listed. Just hadn't watched it. Yeah, I didn't even this Chief of War. I'm not even.
I haven't even got a chance to start it yet.
No, I just got a bad feeling.
No, I think it looks like it could be pretty good.
A lot of Todd Almond, you won't like it because it's a lot of reading.
No thanks.
Oh, okay.
Subtitles.
I ain't good. I ain't got time
Yeah.
for that reading.
No, I'll read it.
I just finished watching Shogun, and I don't think I've ever read so much.
But that's a great show.
It is a great show, but I was like, holy crap, I definitely not multitasking while I got this on.
No,
because
you-
will not know you're lost in like 5 minutes. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
rewind. All
Yeah,
right.
there's no sitting on your phone when you're watching it
Nope.
because you got to be focused. That's what gets me when Blue and I are watching some show and she'll be on her phone and then something will happen. She's like, "What happened?" I'm like, "If you weren't looking at your damn phone, you just seen what happened. Now we got to back it up so you can see." Yeah. But yeah, some of these shows you can't. We're so used to having a phone or fiddling around while you can keep up, but some of that stuff, yeah, like when you got to read.
Another one out called Black Diamond. I have it in my watch list. And I wanted to check it out. It's a show.
This one?
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't checked it out yet. It looked like it was going to be pretty good.
Trying to see if somebody else had some other suggestions.
Dude, type in the smoke.
The
There was
Smoke?
another smoke, just smoke. There was another series that I started. I watched one episode, and I don't know. I don't know
Show?
where. Yeah, it's a show. Yeah,
There it
that
is.
one right there. Where did it come from? Who put this thing out?
Apple?
Apple TV.
It's Apple TV. Okay, that's why they were talking the way they were. All right.
People wonder why the cost of all these subscriptions cost so
I
much.
know.
When you look at Apple or Netflix or whoever is making these shows, it's not cheap to be making these shows. So
Yeah. I mean, one thing I will say about Apple is usually pretty damn good.
I got to finish up. I'm still working on my Alien Earth.
Alien Earth.
I'm still liking it, enjoying it. But you gotta be a little bit into the horror-ish movie. So season finale it was out. So yeah, I think we're only think I got just. I think
I just got
I
the
might be
date.
fine.
I just got the date for my son's movie series coming on October 9th, The Last Frontier. It's an Apple production.
Is it? It's I. This one here.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's gonna have a lot of some big special or
Special effects in there.
special effects. Yeah.
I don't know what's happening, but Ryan Reynolds, the movie was made before this one, and it's not even out yet. It's called Mayday.
So he's cool with like, Eddie got the inside scoop on movies and TV with his sons working in the industry. I was looking to see if anybody on the side chat. I don't see. None says class. I was looking to see if any of them had other people in the side chat, if they had some suggestions for shows or documentaries or stuff like that. Yeah, everybody just listens to us.
Well,
They're watching the same stuff.
There was a documentary that came out on YouTube. It's called "We Want the Funk," but I don't know how many people can watch it because I tried to go back to watch it and I was blocked.
You said it was We Like the Funk?
We want the funk. We want
the funk.
We want the funk.
What is it
Wanna
about
watch
Parliament Funkadelic?
the Funkadelics. It's how funk started off.
Oh, okay.
It's a documentary.
Isn't this a new season on this? Yeah, third season. Yeah, I think we watched this. I think I watched the first 2 seasons of this. The Invasion. So yeah, quite a few. 6 episodes are out.
Something else that I have to actually write a 1-star review on the show Doc. Oh my God, guys! You know Doc. I like medical dramas, but this was so bad that that first one right there. It was so bad that they're in the operating rooms and no one's got on a fucking mask. And I can't tell you how much it's been driving me absolutely out of my mind. Oh, Butterfly. That's the other one that came out was pretty good.
Yeah, that's
Patrick
the
takes
one
that.
James was talking about. That's the Korean
Yeah.
one. Korean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty good. I
Yeah,
caught
fair
one
to read.
episode in. Yeah.
Fair to
No,
read.
you don't have to read.
Yes, you do.
No, only on a couple of spots. It's not like it's the whole thing.
I'm trying to think. There was Mantis that was a Korean. I thought it was Mantis, unless it was not with the T. It was a Korean because the wife pulled it up and I watched the trailer, and she said, "Would you watch this with me?" It's like they're like contract killers, where they have they got to kill, kind of like a John Wick a little bit, but where they're supposed to kill this person, that person, and they got grades on how big of a target it is. I'll have to look it up and I'll post it in one of the Telegram groups. But she's really looking forward to it. And I watched the trailer and it's subbed or it's dubbed, so I won't have to read. But yeah, I thought it was Mantis, but it must be something else. It was something like that.
There was another one out there. It's a new one. It's like a mystery drama and crime stuff. out there. Yeah, that's the one.
Oh,
Got pretty good ratings.
6 episodes out.
is that a TV show or a movie?
TV show.
Already canceled.
Oh, was it?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
It's already canceled.
Wow.
So
6 episodes.
Yeah, don't get too excited because it's gonna be this the 6 episodes and you're done.
Yeah, that's it.
You is another series. I don't know if it's still going. It's a crime drama.
All right, it's about 7, boys. You wanna anything before?
There was
Oh,
one
what?
other. There was one
Yeah.
other one that with Mark Ruffalo.
Oh, yeah.
Task.
Task.
Yes.
Yeah.
Task.
Yeah. Has anyone started that one or not?
Bask?
No.
Task.
Task.
Oh, Task. All right.
No, Task.
Yeah.
Task.
Oh,
No, I put it on
okay.
my list, but
Actually, I did see that. I've seen this trending a little bit. I haven't watched. Okay. Rotten Tomatoes got 95%.
yeah.
Hmm.
From what the trailers I've seen for it, it looks like it's going to be pretty good.
Okay. Go check her out. So hopefully some folks got some ideas of some good stuff to watch.
Yeah, but there's a lot of the remakes are still coming out on TV shows. Let's say, the Mayor of Kingston.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Coming back.
That's
Yeah,
coming back.
they're filming season 4 of that right now, and they
Mhm.
just started on the Scrubs reboot.
Right.
They're getting ready to start filming that.
Outlanders, the blood from my blood. I watched 2 episodes of that and turned it off.
Yeah. All right, boys. Let's see. So we're gonna get ready to go. Beach, anything you want to say before we head out of here?
Nope. Nothing.
Nope. Nothing.
Nothing from you.
No.
Big Daddy Spider.
Great show, no matter what Beach says every week. But everyone, make sure you like, subscribe, share, join the Telegram room because, like Dab said, the Viper scrapers and things like that, we were talking about that way before the show came on this week. So if you want to be on the kind of that cutting edge of stuff, that group's a great way to get in new things as soon as they pop up.
True. Eddie, anything you want to say?
Yeah, great show. And another thing I wanted to say about Leon. Leon has got a good eye. Next week he's going to have 2 good eyes. No, have a good one, Al.
All us old folks. All right, Mr.
Yeah.
Alban.
Yep, we're all old folk right now. Thanks for everyone coming out. We're gonna see you next week. We got the heads of states to watch. We'll be doing it in big screen like usual. And that's about it. Have a good week.
For me, thanks to all the panel, all the guys that jump on this show. It's great to have them on here, even if they bitch and piss and moan. I'd like to have them on here. They're my friends, so we like to have a good time. Hey, love to see Roger at some point. He can jump on here. Love to see him again. And if you are a person that's into movies or this or that, and you'd like to come on the show, or if you have an add-on or something that you or an APK, or hey, if you'd like to come on the show, the show is here to give an opportunity for the people in the community to be able to come on and to talk about what their projects are. So I welcome people all the time, and I get tired of begging people. So if you come on, you come on. But
well, like I've been talking with you, Todd, about there's a new crop of younger kids out there that might be looking to get interested in in all this Kodi stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the place to be for it.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Love to have people on here, and I love
You
new
got
stuff.
those questions. Yeah, you got those questions, you know. They might have an alternative way to do something, but they just don't know how to do it because they don't know where to ask.
Yep.
Could always
Yeah, well,
point you in the right direction.
Yeah, join the Telegram room, and I mean, if we can't get the answer in our room, we have enough connections with other rooms that may be able to tap you into the people that can work in a collaboration way to come up with some stuff. So that's all for us. Again, look for us on Oculus. Any of the links that you need are down below. We will be watching the UFC fights tomorrow, so join us there. And again, streaming matters to us because streaming matters to you. We'll see you guys on the next.
We came, you watched, we gave it our best. Packed it all in, no time to rest. You laughed, you learned, you got the gist. Now it's time to leave, but you'll be missed. Thanks for tuning in, my friends. We hope you'll be back again. But for now, it's time to go. So get the hell out and close the door. We dropped some facts, we cracked some jokes, lit up the screen with all you folks. The clock says stop, the mic says done, but next week's gonna be more fun. The lights are dimming, the stage is clear. Go grab some snacks or a frosty beer. The credits roll, the music swells. Come back next week, we'll have more info to tell. Thanks for tuning in, my friends. We hope you'll be back again. But for now, it's time to go. So get the hell out and lock the door.